Acustica White 3 is a mastering EQ bundle with a pultec based EQ and a separate filter. You can describe the sound as thick, fat, always musical, and it sounds always pleasing. In this video I will show you how it sounds and works so you know if it will fit your workflow. Hi, I'm Marlon. This is version 3 of the plugin, and since I haven't used the previous version, I'll talk about this plugin as if it were brand new. These are by no means complicated plugins to use and have some nice sound options. For instance, on both plugins you have different preamps to choose from, and in both cases the input trim dial here or here doesn't only work on the input. It links the input and output, so when you increase input volume, the output goes down. And this dial only works when you have selected one of the preamps on top. I think this is great to not skew your perception of how this plugin sounds due to loudness. Both plugins have volume output controls. This is handy since changing EQ will change how loud you perceive the audio. And the plugins have mid-side abilities. In the filter you simply turn this knob for the mid-side balance. And on the EQ you can enable mid-side here. Mid-side EQ is great to widen the stereo image while keeping the low end correct. I see this as a trench. Wide EQ on top, and the lower you go the more mono it will get. Now the filter has some interesting options with the precision cutting filter dial. The V versions are optimized for vinyl mastering and prepping your master to be cut on vinyl. And the M is for classic mastering cuts, as Acustica calls it. See it as general mastering filters. All of these plugins have different cutoff points, as you can see right now. Every one of these filters will cut the low end on the sides more than on the mid signal. This ensures better mono compatibility for the low end. There was a time this was less relevant, but with the resurging of vinyl and the amount of music which is played back on mono devices, these filters are needed. If you are already interested in getting the plugin or want to test it, the link is in the description below. And while you're at it and like this type of review videos, please subscribe to the channel, it helps a lot. The EQ is based on pultec style EQ, which has the unique ability to cut and boost at the same frequency. For instance, the low end will give you a thick, big low end, while it also cleans up the audio slightly above the set frequency. What is great about this plugin is that the cut and boost frequencies can be selected independently, so you can do the pultec trick, but also have way more flexibility in shaping the EQ of your master. As with any great analog mastering EQ, you can really crank the dial in both directions and the EQ will always sound good. Both low-end EQ controls go from 20 Hz to 120 Hz. The high frequency cut goes from 5 kHz to 20 kHz, and the high boost goes from 1 kHz to 16 kHz. This means the high boost basically covers the mid to high mid-range and opens up the option to use the plugin on individual tracks as well. Also, the high boost has a bandwidth or Q dial from a broad range to a lot sharper. This is also nice for individual track EQing. Left and right channel can be linked easily. The right channel will then always follow what you have set on the left. This goes for both left-right and mid-side settings. When you use both plugins, the filter is at its place before and after the EQ. Use it before to cut out rumble and more, and use it after to add a finalizing filter for vinyl cuts or mono compatibility. Since these are convolution-based plugins, the CPU usage is not low. One instance does about 8% on my Cubase CPU meter when I use a latency of 128 samples. That CPU usage is compensated by the fact that both plugins sound excellent and classy, just as the Brown bundle by Acustica. Check out how that plugin sounds by watching the video which is displayed on screen, or click on the link in the description or pinned comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.